Oh no. I know, Noodle. All right. Jesus. forgot. I hate that placement. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What is up, everybody? It is Jenna Say What here, coming at you after the president makes an absolute fucking ass clown out of himself, which is pretty on par for the course. Hello and welcome to We're in Hell. We're in hell, yeah. Anyways, hey guys, what's up? Jenna Say What here. Yeah, a little bit late, running a little bit late. Had to go get my oil change, which now I have to get like a couple of little things fixed on it. It's not a big deal. It's just like $45 or whatever, but I posted on my stories. I was like super nervous going to my to go get my car checked. Not because of my car or there was issues or anything like that. No. I was more concerned about the fact that most of the people that work on my car are Hispanic. They don't look white and they speak like Spanish, and I wasn't sure if I was going to walk in and there wasn't, like, my favorite dude especially wasn't going to be there. And I mean, like, please, no one abduct any of those fine gentlemen at that establishment because they're fucking fantastic. But this one dude is always my favorite. Like, he's always looking out for me. Like, if I told, whenever I was going to, sorry, I have a Bruce fuzz on my face. I was going up to MagFest or KatsuCon, and there was a snowstorm, and he was like, please don't go. Please take, like, a flight or something. The roads are gonna get bad. And I was like, it's fine. So, like, of course, I dismissed him, but he was actually very concerned about me driving in the snow and everything. So, like, we've built a very long rapport together, him and I, and I didn't see him, and I started to panic, and I was like, oh my God, something happened to him. And like, I've been like, he's always in the back of my head, because I've had him as my mechanic specifically for like 8 years, so like longer than any relationship I've had. And he takes better care of me than any ex of mine. But no, he's fantastic, and it really, like, it really scared the shit out of me. And I, like, looked at the front desk dude, and I was like, is he here? And he's like, and as he turned, the guy walks in the door. I was like, oh, thank God. And I think I looked visibly, like, relieved. Cause like I saw everyone else there as I walked up, cause I was like being weird and like checking it out and seeing like, and he was the only one that I saw missing, and I was like, oh God, please no, please no. He's a literal angel. So please no. But alas, ICE didn't get their shit today, cause God knows that they're picking up anyone and everyone now. Cause like they went to the Hispanic Heritage Museum in Chicago, in downtown Chicago. And so that's my home fucking territory, dude. You don't fuck with Chicago. Like, we'll fuck with you back. You know what I mean? But they apparently are, and now it's just, they're on the news actually saying like, okay, now they're really just profiling. I was like, that was the whole plan. You know that, right? You know that was a plan, right? Anyone and everyone that looks not, then they're gonna end up, ask for forgiveness, not for, whatever. Yeah, so it's crazy. Hey, Dark, how you doing? Oh, God, this thing. These goddamn bots. Block. Saw you're alive and wanted to lurk. Oh, absolutely. Oh, Biker Bingo. Nice. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Please. Yes. It's been a while. I've been like crazy, and now I'm starting to do this like full time. So there's a lot of moving pieces. So I'm gonna see if I can get this going into a thing, and we'll see how it works. We'll see. But no, I appreciate the lurk, and also congrats on the like little photography thing that you guys got going on. like giving you like the honors or whatever for your photography. So good for you. I love that. Good for you. Mm. But yeah, I like, whenever I went to go get that done, I was so fucking nervous, dude. I was like, oh man. And once he walked in, I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Um, it's been wild. And I was like, no one should have to feel like this. No, we both have crazy schedule. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. You do love to thank you. Yeah, it's been amazing, and my new camera has definitely helped. This is a new webcam, but I'm kind of regretting not just like having a hookup and just interchanging my digi and just constantly using that. So I might end up doing this, and this might end up being the Bruce cam. So we'll see. I might have picked up a camera for no reason. But at least it'll be nicer quality for Bruce, and you can have it move and stuff. So if he starts kind of moving around in his sleep on his little bed, you'll be able to see it. Oh, you can see my suitcase back there. Oh shit. Oh shit. I realize it has a tag on it. Hold on. I realize that it has a tag on it, and it's probably showing like info that I don't want it to. Just in case. My camera might not be the best, but some people are really good at picking things out in blurry photos. I happen to be one of those fucking people. So, the cam looks great. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see how this one works. Again, I kind of want to play with the digi and just maybe just use that from now on and never use my cell phone camera or any other camera. Just that forever. I'm obsessed with it. Now that I'm getting like the hang of it and stuff, I'm like, oh, this shit's good. Yeah. You come back to VODs. Cool. So yeah, so I have to bring back my car tomorrow. And I was like, I'm not going to sit there and like wait for, or like push my limit, because I'm like streaming after work tomorrow, and my friend Amy is being dropped off because she totaled her car. She's okay, but she totaled her car. So, and in this economy, Jesus fucking Christ. So she totaled her car, and she's getting dropped off here so we can drive to Savannah after my work on Friday, and yeah, go to that con. It's gonna be a fun time. If you're in Savannah, please go to Savannah Comic Con and hang out with me for a little bit. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time. And yeah, so that's like my whole schedule. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wake up at the ass crack of dawn, and I'm going to go get some dunks as like a little treat, because I'm gonna have to Uber from my my car dude to my apartment, and then vice versa after work, which is fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get up balls crack at dawn, and kind of start everything that I normally do for like my stream, and start like editing clips and things like that. And like, so I'm gonna take advantage of the time that I have. I need to post some clips. I need to edit a lot of TikToks. I need to post today. So it's a lot. Like, going back to full-time content creation, getting into my characters, getting into like outfits just in general, because like my Instagram's gonna mostly be just like my aesthetic and like my clothing, my cosplay, little like funny clips from my YouTube here, or my Twitch, whichever one you're on. I think everybody's on Twitch for the most part. I have a couple of people that are on YouTube, so I'm gonna keep both of them going. But Yeah, and then I'm going to start making more longer form videos and like start doing possibly video essays. I don't know. Like I've been really obsessed with video essays and deep dives into things and whatever, and I kind of want to do things like that in the long form of for my YouTube and whatnot. But I kind of want to really start going back to everything, like compiling all of the bullshit that I have done throughout the je ne sais what years. And now that I'm going to just be doing that, I'm going to go, all right, now it's time. And like building a fucking megazord of all the things that I do into one. It's a pterodactyl, like cosplay, video editing, photography, show my ball on the internet. Da-da-da. Yep, like that's exactly where I want to be. So, but yeah, oh my god. All right, so speaking of dealing with the stressor that I hope to God we would have never gotten to, where we're scared for our neighbors to the point where we're like having a panic attack because we haven't seen them in a hot second. And like, yeah, I fucking hate that. I fucking hate all of this. And now, not the governor of California, but, the mayor of LA, she came out and said that, all of the shit that happened yesterday with the, cavalry being downtown in LA, they believe that no one was arrested. They believe that like it was literally for show, and now they have more points of view on the photos, and it was fucking staged. It's just there to make propaganda. It's crazy. And I'm like, is this what we're fucking using our money for? And this is what we're allowing? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, it's so fucking crazy to me that that's where they're like spending our money and acting like it's doing something. It's not doing anything other than terrorizing school children, which is exactly where they were. They were in a playground for kids. And those, like the adults that were like taking care of them because it was a daycare, they had to shuffle them inside so they wouldn't see the shit, so they wouldn't be scared. Like, and of course they were anyways, because like, they're fucking kids. They're fucking kids. All they know is like people in their neighborhoods and shit like are getting, snatched up and stuff. Because kids pick up on that. Like, they know. They're not stupid. And so yeah, like this video camera is like really far up. Yeah, I'm like, I hate that because you can see my bones now. Fuck. Damn it. Everything's wrong today. So anyways, yeah, like these kids are already being terrorized. So like, what are we doing here? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Hey, Dune, how are you doing? How is the vacay? You're back, right? But oh my god, like, what a wild time. I'm putting this on not because I'm self-conscious, but because I'm actually cold. That's why I had it in my lap to begin with. However, now I'm going to like lower it because I do feel. Oh yeah, no, this is the shit right here. Fucking love big hoodies. Fucking love big hoodies. Got home, cat was. Yeah, the cat's been stuck to you since you got home. She was lonely. Oh, I understand that. Yeah, Nugget back there is gonna be like very upset. He's sitting on the suitcase. He's like, this bitch is gonna leave me. This bitch is gonna leave me. Just for 2 days, bud. Just for 2 days. Not even 2. It's like 1 full day and like a half of another. Oh, no, I'm lying to you. It's almost a full 2 days. My bad. My bad. A little less. He's going to be very upset with me. He's looking at me like, God damn it. But yeah, he gets so upset whenever I'm gone too. So, I'll probably end up as well going online and streaming. However, I might do like Instagram or TikTok. One or the other. Just like, I feel like Twitch is just going to be a little bit too much. Cause like the layout and stuff, and I can't dual stream on my phone. I have to pay for premium, which means that like maybe I don't know, like I use OBS, so I'm like, and that I have to use like Streamlabs, and so I'm like, if I do that, then I'm just gonna end up using Streamlabs. So like there's a lot of moving parts in that thought train, but I don't know. No matter how long it's been, yeah. Yeah, it sucks leaving animals because they're always sad whenever you're gone, and they're very like very very attention needy, which is understandable. It's understandable. But yeah, like I'm gonna be horrified whenever that video comes out of like the police going through, or the ICE people going through fucking downtown LA in a children's fucking playing area. Like I know whenever that shit comes out, I'm gonna be fucking horrified, dude. I'm gonna be fucking horrified. It's gonna be so fucking crazy, and I'm gonna be so mad. It's just such a fucking ploy. It's the same thing as like the Epstein files right now. Like, so Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison for nothing then? 20 years for nothing? And it's like, she hasn't said a fucking peep. Bitch hasn't said a fucking peep since she's been in prison. And I wonder, all of this is...
Allegedly.
Oh, that's not even nearly loud enough.
Allegedly.
It's, you know what? I really need this, like, stream deck closer to me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't take a photo. Don't take a screenshot. Yeah, like, all of this is kind of just, like, my own speculation on it. But, like, the governor of Alaska a few months ago, I even said this like last week. I was like, the governor of Alaska said that she is scared of him. And I was like, my brain immediately thought, because of her tone and the way that she said it, I was like, I think he's threatened their lives. You don't like follow suit or whatever. That's why these people are so over the top with their praise for him. I wonder if he's like threatened. And then like Promania, I fucking love him. He said, and I've always kind of wondered this too, because I was like, I mean, the whole finding out who actually shot like Tupac and all of this and that, I'm like, it sounds a little hitty, hit squad for me. And so Promania was saying he's like, he did a whole ass like board with the initials of everybody and everybody tied together and shit. And he's like, I think that...
Allegedly.
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Let's try that again. He was like, I tied it all together.
Allegedly.
Epstein was killed by Trump. And I was like, oh, I fucking wondered about that. Like, I literally had questioned that. Also, it is good to know that my Be Right Back is, in fact, working. But I think that my chat is the incorrect check. Let me just check it. I just want to know. Yeah, it's the incorrect one, but I mean, it's all right. It's okay. It's okay. Is the start incorrect? Oh shit. You know, I should have looked at that a while ago. And it wouldn't have been a hard task for me to just reach up and go click. Yep, that works. Click. Yep, that works. Click. Nope. That needs to be changed. Sad. It's sad. Yeah, absolutely. The fucking morons doing the mental gymnastics just to cover it up. And it's like, bro, there's no covering this shit up. Fucking Kash Patel constantly badgering on about it. Like, we're gonna fucking release it. We're gonna release it. We're gonna release it. Fucking, other snake in the grass, fucking what's her face, sitting there, and now they're throwing her under the bus. They're fucking throwing that bitch under the bus. I can't remember her name. Fuck. She looks like a different font of Marjorie Taylor Greene. Fuck. Whatever. Anyways, her name isn't... She's gonna go under the bus very soon. And, like, I'm pretty sure that Pete Hegseth is getting thrown under the bus, too. Because he single-handedly stopped aid to Ukraine without Trump's permission. And I'm like, I don't think that's true. I would venture to guess that Trump said he should do it. He's like, are you sure, sir? And he's like, yep. And he can't fucking remember. I bet you that motherfucker can't remember that he said, yes, do it. And it was a conversation between the two of them. Pete, your first indicator that he wasn't going to remember that is him shitting in his pants. You know what I mean? Context clues, buddy. Good job. So, like, I'm pretty sure that he's getting ready to be thrown under that bus. And so is that other chick. Like, I'm 90% sure that that's what's going to happen. And it's mind-boggling to me. Like, Herb telling everybody, yes, those documents are on my desk. We're going to release them. And they were like, you've all said that there's a list and blah, blah, blah. And I'm thankful that I am seeing some Trump supporters come across, like, online talking about this specific thing. And they're like, fuck this, we're out. And I'm like, good. Welcome aboard, buddy. I mean, at this point, like, I'm mad at you for being that stupid for that long. Am I gonna shake my finger at the situation and the fact that you're coming to the realization and we have another person on our side that is starting to wake the fuck up to how bad this is? No. I'll be happy about it. I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? Like, the more people that are on that side of being like, no, fuck this, but also want to stay on that side. Like, I don't need a fucking, you know, person going wishy-washy on me. I don't need a fence jumper, or as the Ghoul Boys say, I don't need a cheek splitter, but I need people to wake the fuck up and stay woke the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, I need people to do that shit because we're in a bad place, bud. We're in a bad fucking place. And it is only gonna get worse from here, but, like, right now, again, like, now it's official. It's official coming out that Texas is trying to gerrymander, I think, 6 districts to get more Republican votes, which the last I heard, Jasmine Crockett is a part of that grouping. I haven't double checked it. I need to do that. But this is weak shit. This is fucking weak sauce. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine being that fucking desperate to win because you know the second that you lose, the second that those motherfuckers lose, it's game the fuck on. Because all of those motherfuckers that escaped having any semblance of responsibility for their actions, it's on. It's fucking on. And I don't think anything's gonna keep it from happening. The second that it happens, it's going to be glorious. And I hope to God a majority of us are here for it. I can't even ask for, like, people just not to be fucking perishing in this nightmare sauce. But it's gonna fucking happen. So, like, you know, eat your vegetables, fruit, seriously. Like, eat as healthy as you possibly can. There's a fight ahead of us, guys. We gotta take care of our bodies, our minds, you know, escapism, play some D&D, do something to, like, you know, keep yourself from losing your mind, but, like, also know that we have to fight on that ground level as well. So, like, you know, we'll get through it. We just have to be there for one another, you know? It's fucking crazy. And it, you know, I hate to, I don't even, like, help people escape fucking alligator Alcatraz, I guess. I don't know. Like, at this point. Yeah, I mean, it is hard to, like, not get, like, dissuaded from doing anything or feel kind of hopeless, like, but there's so many of us that are fighting, and we're not, you know, you can lean on people that would, like myself, that are, you know, making ripples and trying to, like, make everything better. So, like, I don't know. It's just, like, little things. Like, lean on people that you know are a lot louder than you are, but you still want to support. Again, like, doing things on the back end, like, writing your representatives, calling them is more effective because it's more annoying. We all fucking hate calling. I know. Have a script prepared. Stumble over your words. It's okay. It's important and it's emotional. So of course you're going to stumble over your words. Like, it's going to be hard. But every time you do it, you're going to feel more brave each time because you're doing something. You're doing this action that you didn't think that you could take, and now you're doing it twice. Now you're doing it 3 times and things like that. So it's definitely important for us to stay in that fight and keep reminding ourselves of the things that are needing that attention. You know, the concentration camps, the Epstein files, keeping him accountable for that bullshit. The other things, as you know, there's a lot of things in there that needs a lot of attention, but we need to focus in on the big beefy ones coming down the pipeline. And, you know, whatever you can do personally, kind of make a list. Everything's going to be important, I'm not saying, but, you know, if you can link up with your local Hispanic neighborhoods or whatever and find ways to help them out however they need, or, you know, things like that. I don't know, like, local level, let's just take care of one another, because, man, this is going to be fucking insane. Hey, Geek, how are you doing? Hey, I'm okay. I was just like, that was one of those moments where I was like, I didn't think we'd ever be here. And we're here. And this is such a feeling that I have never experienced in my life, which I feel is a very privileged thing anyways. Because there's a lot of Black, brown, and indigenous families out there that, you know, their kid is 5 minutes late. My family was like, if you're home, if you're 5 minutes late, you better be dead. I wish I was joking. That was actually a true case. Like, I almost died in a car accident. I swerved to avoid a deer, and that set me about like 5 or 6 minutes late. And I walk in, and my stepdad was like, "You're late." And I was like, "I almost hit a deer." And he's like, "Next time, come home in a body bag instead." And I'm like, got it. So what a spectacularly opposite life a lot of us lead. Hey Riles, how are you doing? So like coming from a place where I'm like, I've never been so worried that like someone like something was wrong, but I'm also not gonna call up there every week and be like, are you guys still good? Like, just checking in. I'm just worried about you guys. Like, I'm not gonna be that psycho, but whenever I went up there, I was like looking for each of my mechanics, but like my favorite one, I was just like, oh my god, I don't see him. I'm gonna be sick. Oh my god. Oh my god. Because I was just like, please don't. Like, I looked at this kid with just absolute desperation on my face. Like, I'm sure. And I was like, is he here? And he's like, and that's whenever he busted in the door, and I was like, oh, thank you, God. Oh, thank you, God. So yeah, it was a very eye-opening feeling. And I'm like, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. I was just like, what a fucking privileged life I must lead. To be able to feel like that, you know what I mean? Not really feel that worry all the time like that. Uh, oh no, dude. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, like for real. If I could just dwindle down my like friend circle to a very select few, um, that keeps down a lot of drama, dude. I've had so much bullshit happen with like big groups of friends, and now I'm like, I'm happy with like my smaller squad. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I started to dwindle down my groups or whatever, it was like really hard because I just assumed everyone was like my best friend, which was like detrimental to everyone around me, including myself. So I was just like, oh God. I feel that, Riles. I have a lot of friends that are internet friends. A lot. But I actually kind of like that. I'm the weird person that likes the internet friends a lot. A lot of my friends are out of state now. And I'm just like, I miss them. And I want to be around them all the fucking time. But also, it's nice because then we have different vacation spots. We have different vacation spots. We'll just stay at each other's houses. There's good things and bad things about having like big groups of friends and small groups of friends, but like for me it was like, I shouldn't say that I'm still dwindling my friend circle down, but like people that show their ass, I'm now just like, I'm not taking it anymore. So it's been a really weird change in my personality. So like whenever people just show their ass to me and I'm just like, all right, we're just work friends now. I'll just talk to you at work. Here to work. Thank you. It's my job. And you know, I'll change my demeanor. Yeah, I've seen a lot in the past like 3 or 4 years with how people can switch so fast if you're not doing exactly what they want you to do. And it's really changed my perspective on like friendships and like things like that, because it's just, there's a lot of people out there that don't give a shit about anybody else but themselves. And I know that's hard to imagine in Trump's America. But there's a lot of people that are like that, more than you sometimes realize. And whenever you like see that switch in that Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Ugh. Hate it. It's such an icky thing. So, like, a lot of people I've had to just kind of, like, of that. And I've realized I was, like, I've really, like, treasured a lot of my, like, friendships that, like, especially, there's some internet friends out there that I'm, like, fucking loves in my life. You know what I mean? And we see each other, like, once a year. It's great. We have fun at our events. And then every now and then we'll go and visit each other, and it's great. I love it. I'm actually probably going to go up and see one come October, because I told her, I was like, I really want to have, like, an actual October thing. Because, like, here it doesn't get cold enough. It doesn't get crunchy enough. You know what I mean? Like, the leaves. And her and I would make some seriously hilarious shit. Like, we would be absolutely fucking hysterical up there. So I'm gonna, like, write some, like, potential, like, videos to do with each other and kind of, like, go from there. But I want to go to a pumpkin patch. I want crunchy leaves. I wanna feel spooky. I want it. I need it. I need it. Desperately. Our friend. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, Riles, I have to admit, like, a lot of my stuff comes from, like, trauma in the cosplay community. So, like, a lot of my stuff, I'm just like, I'm good I'm good with losing the groups that I did lose. Just because of, they had no clue who I was as a person. What light just gave out? Oh, my main light. I was like, which fucking light just gave out? My dumbass. Hold on. Damn it. What the hell? Different light. Different light. How much? I know it's gonna be green. Oh, it's purple. 87%, baby. Oh, sorry, Bruce. It's like right in his fucking eye. Sorry, Noodle. I'm sorry. Oh. 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 Alright. Switching it out. And that's why we have multiple lights. Stared right into it. Stared right into the beast. And it blinded me. Wonderful. Now we're back. Now we're back. I didn't realize that my thing wasn't charged all the way. I bought one of these and it stopped charging and just died, and it was real fast too. And I was like, now every single time I charge these up, I get a little nervous that, like, something's gonna happen to them. But I have two others and they've been fine. Which you would think that if it fucked up the first time, like the first one fucked up that exponentially, that I wouldn't get two more. But I choose to live my life slightly different. But so far they're great. Oh man. So, yes, I'm like, train of thought. Boom. So speaking of, like, immigration and the fucking concentration camps, let's call them what they are. It's now came out that for Alligator Alcatraz, there's for one in New York. So there's a concentration camp up in New York, and they are reporting inhumane treatment up there, which is to no one's surprise. But some of the things that were included was that they were given no showers for 3 to 4 days, and that in itself can cause so many fucking issues medically speaking. Yeah. Um that can cause so many issues medically speaking. Um like the smell alone of that would be horrifying, which brings me to the next thing that they're doing, which they're putting about 100 people to a room with no, like, just packed in a room. 100 people. There's like barely any beds. Not enough beds for people that are in there. And all they are metal slabs on the ground. There's no pillows, blanket, no mattress, even not even a pad on there. Um, there's nothing. And they're given like sometimes one meal a day. I know in Alligator Alcatraz, they're reporting that there's maggots in the food. So they're getting one meal a day that's maggot riddled. I'm not sure if it's New York too, but I know it's at least one of the two, which I'm sure it's both, honestly. Um, they are given, you only have the clothes that you have on. Like, what the fuck? And they're in there for days. I'm also hearing like reports of like certain places are like moving people back and forth to different places all over just to keep them from getting any kind of aid from a lawyer or assistance or anything like that. Like they're moving people like that so they don't get help. The lights are on 24/7, which is a form of torture. Like, all of these amendments are just absolutely going to shit. Like, none of them are actually, like, no one's being accountable for this. There's no accountability. No one's getting in trouble. Everybody's just doing what the fuck they want. And these people are out here fucking suffering. And the people in Alligator Auschwitz are telling stories of like mosquitoes are just fucking insanely huge. I get bit like crazy. I would be like, I don't know, I'd probably go into anaphylaxis, which, speaking of, there's one person that they took to the hospital from Alligator Auschwitz, which I'm like, I'm thinking they must be so fucking bad. They must be on death's fucking door in order to be released to a hospital. Because they're sure as fuck not gonna send him away for, like, anything other than, like, we might get in trouble for this. This might be the thing that blows the lid off of it. You know what I mean? But they're already having people die, so I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know, but it's fucking horrifying, dudes. Like, the fact that they are given them, they keep giving them food with like maggots and bugs, and like people are barely getting any food. Like, no, I'm sure not getting really water either. They don't have access to running water, I'm pretty sure. So it's so abhorrent that this is happening on our fucking soil. This is just happening in general, honestly. But we're supposed to be the fucking freest country. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. This is craziness. These people are going to die in these fucking concentration camps. And then any of these motherfuckers that are saying that, oh, I got Hitler's stuff translated and it didn't sound half bad. Like, holy shit, we're in a bad place. Holy shit, dudes. Like, you gotta be fucking out of your mind. You gotta be out of your fucking mind. And I mean, I guess it's on brand because Nazism came from the United States. Shit wasn't bred over there. That came from us. That's our biggest export. It's white nationalism. And racism. That's what we... And pedophilia, too. Like, that's what we export as American. As America, I should say. That's what we do. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. We're such a fucking problem, dude. Yeah. It's the deplorable nature of the people that want to defend this when these people that are defending them are the same people that they would throw into the wood chipper faster than that person could blink their fucking eyes. Like, these rich fucks don't give a shit about us. They don't fucking care what happens to us. They only care about having enough of us that we serve them. It's horrifying. I've seen the world, and it is full of sugar and violence. So yeah. It's so sad. It's so sad to see the working class literally kiss the ass of the billionaires that make us suffer so they can get more wealth. There's a finite amount of money, bros. It's not going to buy you happiness. It's not going to buy you the confidence that you need. All of this boils down to the fact that not a fucking one of them are secure with themselves. You're not going to be. Humble your fucking self. Then maybe you'll start to see, like, the true person in the fucking mirror. And the second that you see that shit, you're gonna be like, maybe I should fucking change. If you're not fixing yourself and you're not growing as a person, come on. Like, it is a lot of work to get confident and happy in your own skin, but Jesus fucking Christ, it's worth it. And these motherfuckers are like, maybe money will fix it. It ain't fixing it, bitch. It ain't fixing it, bitch. So stupid. No, dude, you're totally fine. You just being in here, I appreciate you. It is. You have, like, we don't know what to say at this point. But it's angering and it's fucking maddening that these people are, like, money grabbing out the wazoo. And I feel like we shouldn't take it. You know what I mean? I was like, I want to say something, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But I am French. And I do like revolutions. I do like whenever they eat cake. So, you know. It's just one of those things. Just one of them things. But yeah, so crazy. No, it's absolutely correct. Empathy is such a rare resource this day. And it's... I feel like... I always feel like it's going to turn. And I don't know if I'll ever not feel like that. Because it always... Historically speaking, this shit always sunrise, sunset. Sunrise, sunset. Whether or not it means that we have to wait out their untimely demise with the Grim Reaper because they're old as fuck, or the people revolt. We see democracies rise and fall all the time. Ours is the oldest. So we're going to inevitably see it, but I know that we're strong enough to fight it. So yeah. Yeah, I'm sure of it too. And it sucks to be like hopeful that these motherfuckers die, you know what I mean? But like they're kind of doing it to themselves. My empathy can only go so far. You know what I mean? I'm the child of a masshole and a Chicagoan. Like, the empathy can only go so far. You know what I mean? So, people just, I really wish that they'd fucking get humbled a little bit. I hope Luigi gets out. I hope that they can't give him a good trial and they have to just scrap it and he gets free. Because, like, he might have done the Lord's work as that plumber, getting them coins, crushing them Goombas. You know what I mean? I'm looking up because my Luigi's up there. Woohoo! Does he do that noise too? I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, it's... I feel like it's okay. Like, we're in a situation where people are using that whole, like, oh, the left is supposed to be peaceful and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, peace can only go so far. Peace can only go so far, babes. Once you cross, and the thing that what they're saying with that is that we will not allow you to hold boundaries. And I'll be damned if my boundaries get crossed. Like, I've stopped allowing people to push my boundaries and do things that I'm not okay with and that I'm not comfortable with. Same thing, bro. If you're sitting here wanting to strip me of my rights, bitch, I'll go toe to toe with you. And you're gonna be the one that gets more emotional than I do. So, like, you know, the time for peace is when it's time. But when it's time for a little bit more of an action, then that's what our fucking forefathers put in the goddamn Constitution for us. Our forefathers wrote that fucking thing with the explicit intent of making sure that no one could be a king. They left England to escape religious persecution. They specifically wrote it in the Constitution to not have religion and politics overlap because of what happened in England, and they weren't allowed to do their have their religious freedom. And like, speaking of, in the fucking, I believe the New York concentration camp, a man had his Bible with him and the fucking ICE agent grabbed it out of his fucking hand and said, "You have no right to religion here." Every single one of our forefathers are rolling in their graves right now, bro. Every single one of those motherfuckers are rolling in that fucking grave, dude. They're fucking rolling in that grave because they did not want this shit. This is explicitly what they didn't want. And even worse, if they saw who it is, they would, like, George Washington would laugh his fucking slave teeth out of his face. I believe it was George Washington. Yes. Yes, it was. So, like, just also a whole ass thing. If he was around nowadays, I'd break his jaw, I swear to God. He's technically dead, so That'd be technically taking out a zombie. I would punch him right in the face. Right in that ugly mug of his. Fucking nasty. Anyways. Jesus, the horrors of slavery. Fucking hell. Every time I learn just even an iota of something that they did back in those days, it makes me just want to claw my flesh off my body. Because it's so disgusting. It's so fucking disgusting. And it makes me want to escape my body because I'm like, this can't be the world. Like, I just want to claw out of my body. Christian nationalism, baby. That's where all the spineless Christians go. They're not Christians. They're not fucking Christians at all. I've read that fucking book. It took me a lot of time, and I was writing a lot of notes in it, and then eventually I gave up because I was like, I'm gonna ask too many questions. This is too much. Felt like whenever I read the Mormon book, fuck, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I have one of those too. That is such a hard read. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the Book of Mormon, that's it. The Book of Mormon, like, Jesus Christ, that's a hard read. Like, tablets, and then it, like, jumps from bro. It's like a little paragraph is the one son, and then it jumps over here. So, like, if you're slightly paying attention in one section and you go to the next, you have to reread the whole fucking page because you're like, I don't even have a clue what the fuck just happened. Like, no clue. No idea. Very hard read, but I did get through it. Well, it took me fucking forever. Yeah, I wasn't raised religious at all. I'm glad about that. My mom and my grandma would probably say otherwise. But I'm glad that I wasn't, because I think the way that I was, because, like, as a child, I was when I came out of the broom closet, I came out early as fuck. I knew immediately. Of course, I didn't, like, come out to people because, like, I wasn't just, like, I didn't think to hide it. It just wasn't something that ever came up in conversation, so I never really, like, brought it up. And I never really had, like, a word, like, specifically for it. But whenever I was, like, living in Massachusetts with my parents, there was, like, a cauldron in the, like, underneath the stairs of our house. And I used to, like, gather leaves and stuff. And I would, like, try to do, like, incantations. Now, this is, like, before I should have really understood what was happening. However, I was close to Salem. So, like, it could have been some correlation. I don't know. I don't think that I went to Salem during that time, but I don't know. But I was like, no, this feels right. And I just remember doing that in the cauldron and, like, saying these, like, things. And I was like, I wish I had a candle. And, like, I knew what I was doing while I was doing it, but I didn't know who specifically I was, like, praying to. I just kind of assumed it wasn't, like, God. Because I was like, I don't think it's him. Like, I remember thinking to myself, like, no, I don't think it's him. So, like, I always kind of knew. So I was, like, 2 or 3 or something like that, and I just kind of knew. And then as I got older, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm more into this, definitely. And, you know, as a small child, like, I kind of didn't really like Christianity anyways. Mostly because, like, as someone that was more like, oh, it's witchcraft. Okay. And I remember, like, buying my first book, and I remember, like, doing all the things, like, very early on. I was, like, saving my, like, babysitting money to, like, get a book because I wanted to read more and, like, learn and see where I was. And I think that if my mom would have made me be more religious, I think I would have had a level of disdain for the Christian faith that I don't think could be ever repaired. Especially with this on top of it. So I think, truthfully, it was for the best that I wasn't raised in a religious household, because I think it probably would have made me just like not, I don't know. I just feel like I would have very, like, a very high disdain for the faith. Like, I have a disdain for it now, but it's because of the shadow of Christian nationalism. But me as a person, I can respect the religion, and I can respect the true stuff behind it. And I can like get on board with a lot of stuff and be like, yeah, fuck yeah. Am I gonna go to church? Probably not. Korean church, maybe. I loved Korean church. I said that without context. I used to go to Korean church. I know. I'm pagan, but I used to go to Korean church. Listen, it was actually pretty good. It was a nice church. I really liked the people there. Everybody was really grand, and like, I used to hang out with friends that would go to it, and they kind of just asked me one day, and the preacher at one point asked me if I could help him with the Sunday school, and I looked at him and I was like, okay, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. I did tell you that I'm a witch. Yes. And he's like, yeah. And I go, and you're okay. You're asking a witch to help you with your Sunday school. And he's like, yes. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I'm going to respectfully decline, because I feel I have a ethical and moral responsibility to say no to this, because, one, I don't really enjoy hanging out with children that much. Two, you're putting me in a place of authority in a religion, in a religious, place that I am not a part of. And then to add to that, I'm also not Korean. So, like, there's a lot of reasons why I'm going to say no on that one, but I just left it at, like, I really appreciate it, but I'm going to respectfully decline. Like, I just feel like I might say something that will lead someone, and I don't want to be, responsible for that. And he's like, that's fair. He's like, but have you ever changed your mind? I was like, that's very sweet of you. But yeah, there was like a lot of moral and ethical reasons why I was like, I'm going to respectfully and very politely decline. But I'm a witch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a witch. I'm going to end up saying something like, oh yeah, Aphrodite. And I'll be like, oh, fuck. I'll be like, oh, isn't she a Greek goddess? We learned about her in school. And I'll be like, yeah. And they'd be like, you pray to her? And I'd be like, oh shit. Oh shit. Like, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be a bad time. So yeah, like, I kind of felt like it was probably not the smartest move for me. But it was very sweet that they offered me that. Yeah, probably the smartest choice. I also didn't really have a lot of time, and I went there, not too frequently, but enough. God, thinking about that makes me so nervous now, because I'm like, if they're sitting outside of cultural centers in Chicago, what's to stop them from, like, sitting outside of, like, a Hispanic church and just picking out people? Like, that was another thing. Like, I think the Vatican came out and said, like, if you can't hold Sunday services, don't. Like, this is craziness. This is craziness. These people are scared to go worship. And, like, me personally, like, I believe that a lot of those fucking churches shouldn't be standing. Um, mega churches, hello. Especially those motherfuckers. Um, but like, you should, that's supposed to be a sacred space. You know what I mean? Like, I consecrate my place because I have altars on all four corners of my place, of my house, and then I have one in the center, which is the one that's literally right here. And that's my soul one. So like, it's supposed to be sacred space. It's supposed to be not a, like, and they just like, that's no longer a thing. And mega churches are a giant scam. My grandma loved Pastor Hagee, and that man, he's like, I don't know if he's dead. I hope he is. I hope he's burning in hell because he's a nightmare. Him and that other mega church pastor, the one that has so much fucking Botox in his face, it's not even funny. And he looks like fucking, he looks terrifying. He looks like he has a mask on. Or no, he looks like I can't remember what they're called. Cenobite. He looks like a fucking Cenobite. It's that preacher that looks like Cenobite. He's fucking horrible too. Horrible. It makes me so mad. Yeah, the mega churches are literally just a scam to get money from old people. And it makes me so goddamn angry because these people are really hoping that they get cleansed of their sins before they go to heaven. And sometimes, I mean, look at your ex. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just can't cleanse up that kind of sin, you know? But God will forgive it. You know what I mean? He'll be like, no, I saw him too. He played you. He was a dick. I saw the whole thing. What an asshole. And you're gonna be like, right. So yeah, televangelists, they're all going to hell too, yeah. Like, my witch ass will literally go through the pearly gates before 99% of them. Like, there's so few and far between, like, real Christians now. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. It's crazy. It's no wonder a lot of people are leaving the religion. Like, the Christian faith is going downhill. Look at what's happening. You have Christian nationalism out there. It's not love thy neighbor. It's make your neighbor submit. Guess what? That's what happened in the witch trials. That's what happened in fucking Scotland. That's why I don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day. The witches were the snakes. They drove us out. It was either conform and become a Christian or leave or die. Most of us died in that. It's conform or get the fuck out or die. Tea and cake o' death. So. And I'm not entirely sure if, like, my family specifically ever got, like, persecuted for witchcraft. But I do know that, like, my great aunt or something like that, the one that was in Scotland, she used to be the local healer. And I was like, oh, you know that was, she was a witch, right? Whenever I was with my family for my mom's birthday. So I've always been the family member that shocks everybody. Like, I'll come in with the craziest fucking thing. Apparently, I have taught them well, and they have now, it's the sunrise sunset situation. Now the roles are reversed, and there's not much more I can do to shock them. At this point, if I did heavy body modifications, there's not a fucking thing that would make them bat an eye at this point. So we're sitting in the car, we're driving back from the casino, and my aunt goes, oh, we didn't tell you, stop going to church. And I was like, quoi? And they were like, yeah, we're not Christians anymore, we're witches. And I was like, I turned, because we were in the van, I turned to her, And I grabbed her by the hands and I said, "Are you lying to me right now?" And they all were like, "No, we actually stopped going to church and we're kind of like being more witchy now." And I was like, "Can we make a coven?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I go, "You don't understand, guys." I was like, "If we make a coven, we're blood. That's powerful shit, bitches." And they were like, "Oh yeah, let's do it." And one of my cousins was like, "Let's hex people. Let's hex your ex." And I was like, "Already done." And not to mention, you can't do any worse to that motherfucker than he's already done to himself. So I'm not even worried about it. But yeah, my family was like, "Oh yeah," I was like, I've never been shocked before like that, and that was shocking to me. So they're leaving. My cousin, one of my cousins had the most extraordinary Catholic wedding, which, I mean, truth be told, Catholics are pagans in denial, so they really didn't make a very large leap from one to the other. Sorry, Catholics, you're pagan. Congratulations. You get a cool full moon, crescent moon little situation. Here you go. Kind of like how if you're queer, you get a flag, well, you get this little thing, and here's a cape. I don't know why we sometimes wear them at festivals, but we do. And here you go. Just wear the fucking cape. I actually have. Oh, it's gotta be velvet too. This is my cape. I wish I was joking. This is so serious. It's not even funny. But this used to be on my chair because it's like super comfy. But yes, for whatever reason, every witch has a velvet cloak for ritual use. Mine's a pumpkin. I remember spending way too much money on this thing. But she warm. She warm, bro. Anyways, little fun fact about being a witch. Oh, I should check on my family and see if they have cloaks. Shit. No, we come from a long generation of them, I'm sure, so I think we'll be alright. I think they probably have a cloak or two in their closet. Should probably just check just in case. Anyways, yeah, you don't know much about your family history. Relative in England who was so appalled by slavery that he joined the Union Navy in the Civil War. First member of your family to be an NC. What a beautiful way to start a citizenship in America. Fuck yes. That's a national hero right there. Fuck yeah, that's cool. That's a really great factoid about your family. That is a great fact. Like, he's so mad at slavery that he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna leave and go over there. I think I just undid my... Yeah, I did. Whoops. No, that's fucking awesome. He fought the good fight. See, you had that in your blood. You had that shit in your blood. You're strong. That's awesome. That took some balls and he fucking did it. That's amazing. And especially that he joined the Union Navy to fight a war in a country that he is not a part of. And he could have turned a blind eye. But instead, he went fucking head first. What a fucking badass. Hell yeah, dude. That's some good family lineage right there. Fuck slavery. And fuck all the shit that they're doing now. Because it's all just leading up to exactly that. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Dune. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that story. That is incredible. That's incredible. What a wonderful story. So thank you for sharing that. Anyways, have a wonderful night. I will talk to you soon. Yeah, no, that's, I love it whenever people see injustice and they go head first at it and they're like, nah, fuck this. Like, I try to be like that and I'm trying to be like that. It's so fucking hard, but it's once you start getting that stride and you see that there are other people running beside you, it makes it a lot easier to go head first into the fire. It's just one of those things. And I don't know if anyone saw the like the interview, or not the interview, but the meeting that Trump had with the Liberian president. If anyone saw that shit, that was fucking dudes. That was the most racist fucking thing I've seen a president do. Like, I was absolutely fucking appalled. So I'm actually gonna like play that, because I was just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. He for context, the Liberian president, or Liberia themselves, are an English speaking country. Jesus Christ. Oh, I have it muted. Sorry, guys. Oh, no. Let's go all the way. No. Okay, and... Oh, no, my site's not muted. Fantastic.
To work with the United States in peace and security within the region, because we are committed to that. And we just want to thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, thank you. It's such good English. Such beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where were you educated? Where?
Yes, sir.
In Liberia.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's very interesting. It's beautiful English.
Sure.
I have people at this table can't speak nearly as well.
Very good, sir.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I wish our president spoke English. You know what I mean? Because he sure as fuck doesn't. Dementia-riddled motherfucker.
Allegedly.
Like, what the fuck? That is so fucking incredibly racist. Like, tell me that you're racist without telling me you're racist. Like, little fucking, like, big comments like that. Fucking hell. Where's he? How is he racist? Oh, you know, the fact that he wouldn't rent to black tenants in the 90s. I mean, that just solo on its own. But, like, this. Where'd you learn how to speak English? I don't even think he answered him. I don't even think he justified him with a fucking answer. He's like, Liberia? Yeah. Oh, you speak it so beautifully. Like, I can only imagine why you're saying that. Is it because of both things? Is it both? Because I feel like if the Liberian president was white, he probably wouldn't have said that. However, he was black and from Liberia. So, like, double whammy. You know what I mean? Even though their country speaks English. You know? It's horrifying. It's so fucking impressively bad. This is almost a level of just... It's almost like it's written like a comedy, but it's a terrible comedy. And it's comments like that he's making people think it's okay to say shit like that. Like, as if black people and brown people and indigenous people don't have it fucking worse. You know, now it's going to be... Now comments like that people are going to say shit like that, too. We worked our asses off to get them to stop saying dumb shit. But now it's going to be like 10 times worse. What the fuck? We haven't even broke them of using the R word. You know what I mean? We barely got them to, like, they're still, some of them are still saying the N word thinking that's okay. Now they're gonna be like, oh, you speak good English. Just little sprinkles on top of the RA shit fucking ice cream sandwich that everybody has to deal with. Like, the fact that our fucking president said that in a fucking interview, like in a meeting with another president of another country, a country that, like, Trump has made fun of in the past, and is like, and then he does that. That president, like, I can't even imagine what he was saying after they all left. They were probably like, that couldn't have actually happened, right? He couldn't have actually said that shit. This can't be real life. But it is. It is real life. Here we are, baby. 2025, going back to 1900s. Ooh, ooh! People are getting measles and mumps. Outbreaks that have been, like, illnesses that have been eradicated. They're back, baby. Woo! Let's go. Let's fucking get it. Ooh, ooh. Like, holy shit. Holy shit. The microaggressions. I swear to God, like, I feel like he is so close to saying the N-word. I feel like it's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna happen. And they're just gonna justify it. And they're just gonna try to glaze over it. And then they're gonna be back to being emboldened even more. I mean, now at this point we're treading heavy water, but Jesus Christ. Like, the fucking caucasity, you know? They're already emboldened to do the fucking, oh, sorry, bud. Emboldened to do the fucking Hitler salute. Who's a Roman salute? No, it's the same thing. Same thing. One and the same. Sky blue and blue are still blue. You know? That it's the emboldenedness and the incapability of some people to just understand that there's, like, other worlds outside of their little bubble. And that the world doesn't fucking revolve around them. Yet they're sitting there acting like it does. Treating other people like shit. I mean, he already dropped a slur for, like, Jewish people. Like, he's already done that. Jesus Christ. It's like, there's no decorum with our administration at all. They're acting like crackheads out there. And I mean, I know that all of them are on heavy drugs. I get it. Stick to pot, bro. Get a little high, eat a snack. You'll feel better. My God. Like, there's just no decorum. It's like a crack den up there. Like, you got all these people, like, tweaking out. I don't know if anybody saw Caroline Levitt, but she's, like, doing this at her press briefings, and I'm like, Girl. Like, you're probably on coke.
Allegedly.
So, like, there's a lot of... it's just so... And it's so crazy. It's... The whole thing is so redneck white trash. This is the shit that I grew up with. Like, everything that they're doing and saying and acting like is the shit that, like, I saw in the fucking parks. You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like, how they can't... how they can sleep at night. I don't even know. I don't even know, dude. It's crazy to me. These motherfuckers are so out of goddamn touch. And then, like, Supreme Court fucking ruled 8-1 to restructure or reorganize the fucking federal government. Great. That sounds like, you know, just a fucking nightmare. They're looking at, like, possibly firing tens of thousands of federal employees. So that includes, like, your FDA. That's people they're inspecting, like, airplanes and shit. You remember that train derailment in Ohio? East Palestine, Ohio? You know that one? We're going to get back to those times. Shit's not going to be safe. Our food's not going to be safe. Like, I feel like we're going to start having to test our own foods. Like, I'm really, in a weird way, like, I'm really glad that I'm going to try to do social media full time in October, because, like, I'll be able to go in the mornings to, like, to the local farmers market and be able to, like, pick up, like, produce from local farmers. I'm actually going to try and do the, there's, like, a list of black farmers in the area that own their own farms and stuff. And so I'm going to go with those as much as I can, just to kind of, like, help. Or any, like, non-white farmers. Sorry. Farmers, for me, are a touchy subject coming from Southern Illinois, because a lot of them are supporters, and I'm like, not supporting them. Nope. Very biased of me. But anyways, like, this whole thing, they're gonna be able to fire federal employees a lot easier now. So they're going to install loyalists. We are going to, for sure, start losing access to our mail system. Rural areas, specifically. This is definitely a death blow to the rural areas. Coming from a town of 3,000 people, we barely had a post office. And our post office, there were... micro towns, like, there were villages around my town of 3,000. There were villages that were outside of that had to use our post office because they didn't have one themselves. I don't know if my hometown post, like, Southern Illinois hometown post office, is gonna survive. I'll be goddamn surprised. It's tiny. It's a tiny building, by the way. Like, I just don't know if they're gonna survive. And when we start losing mail, that's gonna be a big problem too, because a lot of people get, like, their meds that way. Some people have to get, you know, food delivered to them some people, like, you know, bills, just important documents, even like dealing with like my dad's passing. There's a lot of documentation that has to be signed, and you know, and just things like that is going to become so impossible for rural Americans, and a lot of them voted for this. I want to be mad, but I want them to wake the fuck up. Because this is a death blow. Like, restructuring the federal government means that these tiny places are gonna become ghost towns. Or, you know, the people in them are gonna be so sickly and impoverished. And I mean, the electrical grid, like, we're gonna, like, our weather and shit is getting worse and worse and worse every year. And our power grid can't handle it. You know, it's apparently the only Supreme Court justice that dissented was Ketanji Brown Jackson. Good for her. Good for her. Justice Sotomayor, like, I'm very disappointed. I'm so fucking disappointed. But she wrote 14 pages of a dissent. 14 pages. Wrong decision at wrong moment is what she said. So, you know, our FAA is at risk now. You know, flying is gonna... I mean, this is all things that could come down the pipeline. We won't know until the cuts are made. But these are things that we need to start looking at and finding ways to, like, keep ourselves safe, keep each other safe, keep our neighbor, you know, and our friends safe. And, yeah, it's... And also call your local reps. They're going to play a huge part in this. They're going to. And it sucks, but I mean, it's a little easier to talk to local people, you know, people that you know are living in your state, are in your area, that you can go down and literally ask for a meeting with these people. Like your local mayor, your local, you know, senator or whatever. You can speak to them. You can set up a meeting with them. You know, if you have that in you. Otherwise, call them. Again, calling is going to be the biggest thing because I hate getting phone calls. We hate making phone calls. We all hate being on the phone. They do too. We got to suck it up. We got to do the fucking thing. But, like, it's so crazy. And, like, knowing that they're dismantling it this fast, in a weird way, is kind of a blessing, I feel. Because, again, as I've said before, you know, there's no maneuvering around it. It is the Republican Party. Everything that they told everyone is a lie. Here it is, plain and simple. It's going to be harder to ignore it, i.e. the Epstein files. You know, people are like, wait, we're supposed to be protecting kids, but, like, Epstein's a pedophile, and you said he was a great guy, and you said even that he likes him on the younger side, so you had to have known. Where's the list? You don't want to release the list? And, oh, he's suing, or he's trying to get charges pressed against the ex-CIA, main guy or whatever. So just be on the lookout for that. Ignore it. It's a trick to get you look over here, distract you from the Epstein files. So like, just a heads up. So he's gonna be doing that. That's just a distraction. Stay on course. Like I said earlier, like certain things aren't gonna be as top priority. That's what I'm talking about. Is like, you know, he's trying to get the ex-CIA director. That's it. The ex-CIA director, like, in trouble and, you know, arrested and shit. Don't look at that. Keep on with the Epstein files. He's pissed off. He snapped at an interviewer because she asked him about the Epstein files. And he's like, oh, you're still talking about that? Still talking about that? Yeah, we are, bitch. Because even you, whenever he did that interview of like, the interviewer going, will you release the Martin Luther King documents? Yes. Will you release the JFK files? Yes, absolutely. Would you release the Epstein files? And that's the only one that he like really started to have a conversation with. He was trying to hide it. What he should have done is been like, yeah, absolutely. He knew he was on him. So he gave excuses. And then he inevitably was like, yeah, sure, I'm sure that we'll get that out, but I don't think it's as important. Oh, really? Is it because your ass is in charge? And all over those documents, there's a case against Trump that got dismissed. For whatever reason, I haven't looked super deep into it, but there's a case where there's an underage girl that said that he tied her down and raped her. And she was begging for him to stop. And she was underage. No, that's in a court document. I was going to hit the allegedly button, and I was like, wait a second, that's actually in a court document. Like, it's not... It can't be... Like... This can't be moved from. This is something that is huge. This is a huge scandal. This is a huge nightmare. This is a parent's fucking worst nightmare for their child. And here he is, acting like he gives a shit about kids, and he doesn't. No. Because he had girls trafficked from fucking Mar-a-Lago. He had girls trafficked from fucking Mar-a-Lago to Epstein. He knew what the fuck was happening. He knew. There was no question about it. There was no fucking question about it that he knew what the fuck he was doing. He's a great guy. And then that video of like Trump and Epstein like talking and Trump's like, she's hot. I was like, oh God. What a nasty human being. All he gives a shit about is power and how he can get absolute power. It's so nasty. It's so fucking nasty. And it makes me so mad. Especially since people like me as sex workers get hit so fucking hard with all these rules and regulations, keeping me from being able to do the jobs that I would do. And, you know, pay or like age verifying and age verification and shit. That's just a ploy to make it to where we start giving up that information freely. It is against our First Amendment, yet the courts ruled against it and said that it's not. Like, all these porn sites, I guess I was naive to think that the porn sites would, like, fight back. But they're not. I keep forgetting that websites and social media platforms build their fucking platforms off of the backs of sex workers and then just throw us to the wolves the second that they're done building their empire. Because our accounts are the ones that bring people to places. We're the ones that get the people to, like, engage. Twitter's still up and running, I swear to God, because of the porn. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's just, it's maddening. And then it's never been about keeping the kids fucking safe, dude. It's never once been about keeping those kids safe. It was always about the power and control and how much money you could fucking get. It's fucking nasty. These people are so fucking nasty. It makes me so angry that people like this fucking exist and have no issue taking advantage of people that are, you know, younger, people that are, you know, struggling, and taking advantage of the people that are the most vulnerable and thinking that it's okay. It's so fucking maddening. It's so fucking maddening. There is no helping. Like, the government just does not give a shit. And then, like, the whole fact of, like, oh, we're giving it to the states, we're giving it to the states. But then they take away that ability, and then they're like, but the states. It's so fucking crazy to me. It's crazy. I hate it. It's so stupid. It's a world that, you know, I hate that the kids nowadays have to grow up with this. Like, us millennials are tired, but these kids, they were born into it. They've only known. We saw, like, millennials have seen what it's like to not have to deal with this. These kids nowadays haven't. It's so sad to me. There's so much, like, they had to grow up so fucking fast, and that's so unfair. Like, I remember whenever, like, I was in 8th grade whenever Columbine happened, and I remember sitting there thinking and being like, things are gonna really change. And oh boy, was I fucking right. Like, whenever that happened, I sat there in school and I was like, something's changed. Something is fucking changed. And it's not good. It's not gonna be good. So, it's fucking nuts, dude. It's fucking nuts. I don't know. But we gotta stay vigilant, and we gotta keep doing the thing and calling the fucking reps and getting on their asses and protesting and speaking, even just, like, sharing, like, videos with your friends. Keeping them posted about what's going on. You know, just having little talks with people and knowing that you're not alone running. You know, we're all running this fucking marathon together. You got people standing shoulder to shoulder with you, ready to fight. And I'm one of those people that goes head into the fire. So, get behind me. I'll go in first. Don't worry. Like, I got this shit. So, it just really sucks. It really sucks. I don't know. I was like, man, I really needed to have, like, something fucking upbeat at the end of my fucking the end of my streams. I need to have, like, nice things. But, like, my little boo-boos were supposed to be delivered today, and they got delivered to the wrong address. And now I'm really upset because I'm like, if those motherfuckers open up that box, they're gonna be like, I'm just gonna keep these. And one of them's a pumpkin Labubu, and I'm really sad. It's God's way of saying you had enough Labubus. You need to stop. You're going too hard. You need to slow it down. So, that's my fault. That's my fault. But yeah, I need to have like better, like happier things to say at the end. I need to come up with some nicer things. What do you think, little dear? The government's lying to us. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, no, he hears too much. He's not gonna be of any assistance to us whatsoever. But yeah, I guess today was my more downer day. Normally I'm a lot more upbeat, but it's been a fucking day, fam. It's been a fucking day. But I got like a lot that I have to get done too, so I'm like sitting here like, oh god, the amount of things. I think today is just one of those days where it's a little like, it's exhausting today. It's exhausting today. But we're gonna have a better day tomorrow because all we have to do is get up early, and then I get my donkeys as my little treat, my little sweet treat. In the morning as a congratulations, you dropped off your car to spend money to get it fixed before you drive down to Savannah, Georgia for the Savannah Georgia Con this weekend. So if you are going to be in Savannah, Georgia or in the area, definitely come on down to the Savannah, Georgia Comic Con. I will be there, and it's going to be a absolute blast. I would love to hang out with you. I'm definitely bringing Poison Ivy. I'm debating on if I want to do a double day of green. I do love being green. So I thought about doing Gamora for like my second day. Or my first day. Maybe my second day. But I definitely want to do either one. Or I definitely want to do Poison Ivy. I think I might do Gamora as well. So, because I realize that my hair is not necessarily like Poison Ivy red, but it's definitely a Gamora color. I didn't realize I accidentally gave myself Gamora's hair, and as I was sitting there trying to think of what characters, I was going through my list, it was like, oh yeah, I have a Gamora cosplay. But like, I want to do like a casual one of her if I'm going to do that. Like, wait a second, my hair is Gamora's color. And then I realized, fuck it, let's ball. So I might end up doing a double green day. But luckily, I only have to like cover like from here up. So it's going to be a much easier paint up situation. I could go hard and paint up my legs, but I have multiple green tights that I'm going to try to color match. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, I'm going to be in green probably all weekend, which is my favorite. But yeah, hope to see you guys there. Let's see what else. We got our linky links. If you are not following me on my social media platforms, if you're seeing this on YouTube, definitely Twitch. Do you guys have a like button? I don't know. Figure it out by hitting that like button. Definitely give me a like, give me a follow, comment, do all the things. That's the free way to support me, is following me on all social media. I am trying to get to 11K on my Instagram, so please, 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 dear God, give me a follow. If you are not subscribed, that is another way that you can help me out. If you want to start doing the monetary version, subscribing to my channels definitely help me out. And if you want to support other ways, jennasaywhat.com/links. That's all my links, including my Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App if you would like to donate there. If you donate during the stream, I do read out your comment out loud if you would like me to. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. I should be on at exactly 5. I do have to pick up my car after work, so hopefully that's not going to take too long. So I might be like a few minutes late, and I'm going to post about that tomorrow. But I will be on at 5 to 8 p.m. tomorrow, and I will see you guys there. Bye, guys!